And look at this. They are going for something cheeky off the rip. Keznit's gonna tuck deep into the cubby and loud. Oh, I mean, but there's two sheriffs actually bought up here and they just did massive work.
Nailed them.
And I mean, Melser as well put the wall up to defend himself, but leaves his teammate out to dry. He's gonna force this 4v1 on the site here against NagZ. Melser's barely here.
Bomb grenade out. Last player standing.
NagZ trying to get a kill into aspas from the furthest fringe possible. Not able to do so once again against the sheriff. Now Melser's left in this 1v4. He's got a frenzy.
Planted.
How
Got
did
a
he
little
get here?
space. He's got the element of surprise too, but it's not kept up for very long.
I mean, he was in between everybody. Recognizing it's the same thing that happened on pistol. So look at Les. He's already watching here, and he's not even worried about the double doors flank.
And this is honestly very similar to what they do on other maps as well. We've seen a very similar approach on the defensive side from KRÜ on Ascent, for example, where they send multiple down a flank, and this time Loud was just ahead of it. They were ready for it, and they just cleaned it up from the previous round.
Scout destroyed.
And reclearing art too, but once again, Les. He actually gets taken out. There we go.
That was a bold repeat by axeddy too. Not
5 situation. Remember, it started with the dink.
And it may end with the 2K here. Or it may end with an aspas kill.
Like that was happening over and over and over.
Yeah.
Just magic from the Loud players. aspas off-center plant behind that box in his smoke, avoiding the spam from keznit there. And it's down to a 3v3.
Yeah. Off of a 5v3. And Loud doesn't have a ton of utility, but they... Yikes.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Klaus tucking behind.
Nice molly on him.
Some utility. Oh, the cove. Just saved his life.
They have control of this, KRÜ does. Had that backhaul peek, and yeah, there we go. Klaus coming out from the screen. That's spammable. And you also have the flank now from Melser.
Nice.
Very doable.
Catch. Oh. I mean, that certainly would have helped things for sure.
Kills just escaping them.
Loud don't have the spike currently.
Enemy remaining.
But KRÜ have a round. It was really off of that, what, that 2K with the Bulldog from Hell? You got KRÜ with a couple of ults of their own here. One of them is already fallen, but they still have the Seekers for Klaus.
It's a big trade. There's not 2 rounds in a row.
Advantage here. Now equalized. Seekers dropped and Les gets caught slipping.
I mean, that's what I was give up the advantage because of it.
He's patient on the cove still up. Now spam down as Klaus trades with a bit of his own. Melser ahead of it.
One enemy
aspas in the 1v1 against NagZ. He has blades, light armor, and time on his side, but clean shots from NagZ to get online now. Keznit with blades, and it's aggressive, both of them, but aspas wins it out. He's gotten 2 on the round, and he's looking for more. Melser on the other side, and axeddy close by as well.
And they're just gone. So hard to hold this if you're NagZ.
I mean, he's got a cascade he has to deal with, a trailblazer in his face, and Molly's in his lap, but axeddy here helps. Gets one with the Bulldog.
But dealing with a really small choke here, Loud. This is a tough post plant.
Cauanzin's playing a little bit further back, but they're still tucked. They're still concealed by the pit. As the spike ticks away, KRÜ are going to have to be pacey about this one. They're going to have to go. They're going to have to brave the pit, or at least attempt to. axeddy left alone here.
I mean, this is
decayed and dead.
Also able to counter in the middle of their own strats. Able to counter the ult that's placed out from KRÜ. That's some beautiful counter work.
It's intended to be a threat, and it just ends up being nothing more than a whimper. It's just so easy and so effortless to scale up and clear that out. Maybe axeddy can do something about this, though. He's gotten the first kill on cauanzin. He gets the second up.
Oh!
This kid's good. This kid's real good.
What a shift from beautiful.
They're going to be able to funnel out here, but again, no key ults for KRÜ to work around.
Look at this. They go back for the same post plant to refine what you just said. And it's falling down again.
This time, no heroics from axeddy and Art, but he is still healthy. He is still alive. And he is still a problem. 1 for 1. Les has gotten a little bit of room to work with. He's going to have to 1v2 this. The Molly's going to delay for just a moment. The cove now cleared. And it's just buying time. Les has to win. He's out. He's got the first. Melser's weak. And he's dead. The clutch from Les. And the round for Loud.
Which is funny because a lot of other teams, When they have knives, they'll drop the op to somebody else. In this case, aspas does the opposite.
And it's already an opener. A little spam, but keznit was actually far off. Well played. He slipped the net. They had no idea where he was. Last finding value at the op of his own. Numbers once again in favor of Loud.
Those peaks right there are so much easier to hit.
Oh.
This pit is so ridiculously hard to find the kill on the less because he could place it from belong.
It's just tucked around the corner. I mean, you see it on the map. He's safe here.
Oh, hello.
The only way he gets threatened is if they lose backside, and they have. But how much more value can they find? They're pushing right into him. That's the pit. That's the round.
Blocking fire.
Heroics from axeddy.
KRÜ have made this possible now in this first half.
Excuse me, keznit spotted. They haven't really scaled. They haven't chosen to threaten. Are they going to try to take this fight? They're patient about it. They're taking their dear, sweet time.
Not yet.
They burned the clock down perhaps a bit too far, yeah. It's a flawless round for KRÜ.
Really nice. I mean,
Just waiting on the other side of that wall. Now starting to work their way up through art. They have a little bit of help from NagZ just coming in through main.
good flash.
Very good flash and better shots from keznit.
What? That's through the Viper wall. Or the Harper wall, excuse me. Cauanzin just got a spam on 2.
Now aspas, excuse me, who opened the round with the pick, is rotating through.
One enemy remaining.
And they've got him trapped in.
Yo. This guy is a
10
new
seconds
demon.
left.
And NagZ doesn't even have the spike.
aspas also reclearing a main. They know where he ran. Not going to chase him down. I mean, that's unlucky for
These two new additions.
Wow, flashing through, dropping the wall.
Very well done.
Beautiful stuff.
One
I mean,
enemy
and honestly,
remaining.
that was well played by KRÜ.
Spike down
They were
B.
all tucked behind the pillar, so there was no flash, right? They didn't
hit anybody.
Blinded, and there was no info.
Not necessarily a guarantee, but
Right.
looks like an easy path for them.
Should be.
I expected them to, not show as much. I expected them to not put as many maps out into the world as they have
Only
so
rifle that they have.
Spike planted.
Here comes the retake. tuyz already retaken secret, and the flank fails. Fortunately for saadhak.
Here.
They've got a 3-point on this one.
Yeah, axeddy's gone exploring, though.
Here.
He may try to re-hit art on a late flank.
And that high tide blocks 2 players out. The alarm bot is up too.
Yeah, he's going to be spotted. He's going to be spotted before he has a chance to make a play.
Oh, God.
His position's betrayed here. They should know where he is.
Yeah, he's shootable from
Player
art.
standing.
How's he getting away with that? How does he get 2 there? And more info gathered. It seems like Loud want to reposition and reconsider how they want to go about this retake. And they're certainly going to have to now that there's a lockdown that they're going to have to face.
Oh,
I thought he was dead, man. I thought he had him.
they have room to come back into this very fast with the secret flank. But that's beautiful from axeddy.
That's beautiful from KRÜ. Some opportunities, but
You have to get out here. There's too much post. Too many positions to consider. They're going for it, though.
they're just limit testing everything.
Go either way.
Almost no time anymore.
Last player
No time
standing.
anymore. And he doesn't keep the ops, so I mean, that decision I start.
And you can see the setup is almost intended for keznit. Look at how far back it is. It's not getting info early, but he dashed around it. He changed his pathing, and he got backside.
Really nice stuff. He's able to clear the nano swarms on the backside, too. So saadhak doesn't have that tool. They're getting through a Viper ult with the Reckoning, but tuyz just dominates. Or gets dominated.
keznit with 3 on the round already.
And he's feeling it right now. He's just continuing
he
to
is.
fight outside the pit.
Yes, he is.
Tim has really come back into the forefront for a majority of teams, not just the Americas teams as well. In the past, it was like the North American teams and like DRX and Pacific, and everybody else was using.
Ladder playing everyone close. Everyone close. Now in the face of the Seekers, they scatter. They have to back up. They have to give space away. And aspas is challenged.
Traded back though, and they're pushing Spawn to get away from this lockdown. This is beautiful from KRÜ.
No. Because why would you be expecting that at this point? But it seems like keznit
The reload gives it up now.
He's so weak. No health. Now Ashedi having to deal with pressure from cauanzin, from Les. All right. He's going aggressive too. Tried making a play.
There's still time, but it's really, really low.
Yeah, whittling down to a 2v2 here. I don't believe there are any nanos on the site, so it's just going to have to be spam. No mollies, nothing else. Meanwhile,
He didn't get
Les
half.
is dumping a molly of his own backside. He's got it down to 1v1, 61 HP. The spam
Just no
is
time.
good, but there is no time. You're absolutely right.
But it's broken. Guardian, 2 Bulldogs. Dropping the orb here. They're going to challenge. That is not the way you wanted that to start.
No, not at all. It was
Tuyz.
bold.
Alone. Struggling this game. Has to save it now.
Can they snatch this thing back? A Bulldog and a Guardian. Trying to provide some cover for the Vandal in the hands of Les. It's tucked around there. 2 behind them. The blades don't land. The blades don't land, and I thought there was going to be a pinch from tuyz, but there's not. KRÜ finds success on Pearl.
The game against EG to end it all.
Turret cleared, and that's the cue for aspas to go. He took a little bit of damage. Ashedi just decided he was going to challenge in the cloudburst and take the fight to aspas. KRÜ seemed to be doing a very good job of holding him back, though. Loud never made their way out.
Nobody got through with aspas there, and sure, he gets the kill.
Again, he hasn't really given up a ton of space. He just spotted the drone that went to go try to clear wine. So he's still able to hold some of this line. It's gonna hurt though. aspas looking for space. He's going into the smoke, and surprise, Ashedi's there. It's traded back though, and now you're starting to see those guns make a difference.
And that's the difference in the pistol round versus this one. aspas needs to be able to clear this. And this is gonna be the turret peek too. Great flash, doesn't catch keznit though.
Oh, it doesn't, and keznit
He's staying?
aspas. Of course he does. Unreal. It seems to be working out though. He got tagged. cauanzin looking for a little bit more. keznit taking some damage, tries to go up high and tries to get away with 4 HP. Somehow stays alive.
Oh, the nade through the wall.
From saadhak.
That's beautiful, but look at them reclearing spawn. That's so smart from KRÜ. Ahead of the possible pivot. There's no room here for Loud.
Oh, I mean, they're just kind of stuck here. They have to,
Spike down.
Look how lost
B.
tuyz was.
yeah, they have to stay in the bed that they made.
No flashes either. They don't have them available anyways. Here's that dash.
Oh, we've seen this attempt a lot.
30 seconds
Good
left.
starts.
Yeah, they try to work their way through tree into spawn, and so far they've gotten a lot
What?
of control. Is
Fast
this gonna
flood.
work?
Fast flood.
Look at Les though. He's in a position to reflank. But it may
They didn't get the
too
spike
long.
down.
It took too long, and you're right. They didn't get the spike down. I thought they may have invested the ult from Les to secure the round, but they do not.
He's missing right now from saadhak.
Well, and also Ashedi's just positioning, right? His wherewithal to stand on that off angle and then to reflash himself.
Oh, that's a mistake though. There's no smoke on Cat for them to re-clear. Cancels the drone, but he's in trouble.
Do they commit? Yeah, it seems like they want to continue to go forward. aspas down to 1 HP.
They're trying to buy time for the flank here. Les makes it work. Can aspas get out?
That's the cue, right? That's what you imagine you're going to want to be rotating off.
They don't want to give up the res though. They don't want to give up the res. It's coming. He's back up.
And he's back down. Just like that. They get all the way through. Look at how far up Les is. He's in their spawn. There's an alarm bot down.
Oh, and he updrafted with the paranoia. That is beautiful stuff from aspas. The paranoia. Oh, that dart.
Dude,
Ay, ay, ay.
KRÜ have to be cautious here.
Oh, no. That one definitely hurts. And there's no follow-up, though, from Loud through Cat, but Melser TPing out way too late on this smoke. He gives it a nice way to play around it, but gets paranoid, too.
Paranoid, he got knifed, he can't use any util, somehow still alive, dancing around it, and he's rewarded for
How
his
is he still fighting?
persistence.
Last player standing.
Eventually meets his demise, and NagZ is the only one left standing on the opposite side of the map. So it's just going to be another round. 1,000%. Every win, the three, so they've, KRÜ have played this map 5 times. They've won it 3 times. Every single
By the drone now, and aspas top of Jen. He doesn't find the kill.
How? Honestly, I don't understand how, but either way,
They're flooding.
he stays alive.
They're making this work. But if they flood too hard, the lockdown will be a problem.
How are they getting these wins?
Standing. Spike down.
The blades show up, and that's a round for KRÜ.
Smoke, they're gonna go for it. Klaus, keznit are here. Melser has his ult. He can go backside. They're both ulting at the same time.
And it's just askeddy, or excuse me, Melser who stays with it.
Tuyz canceled. Goes for a flash instead. They still have the second phase.
This is still not secured. Yeah, it's still not secured. Melser with 3 massive
Spike
kills.
down B.
I got the spike.
Now Les, who's left to have to try to creep and sneak around the site,
What a smoke.
put himself into a 1v1 if he can. He hears the reload. He's
30
paranoid
seconds
now.
left.
Nearsighted, no challenge. Finally peeks through, and Melser with 4.
What is that round from? Aspas get out of that again though. Drone tag and Melser, what is that? That is way too much.
That was bold.
Paranoid while this is happening.
That's dangerous. Cleared. No challenge. cauanzin's still healthy in hell. Last feeling some of the pressure as Klaus falls. They haven't really been able to find their way out, but it's now just a
They're both
1v2.
They're both dark.
And
No
keznit,
time.
Yeah, there's no time. He doesn't have an angle. He can't really take the fight.
I mean, he could have. He definitely had time, but he doesn't have time to really work through the round. So he has to just go for some ridiculous spray down. They're chasing right now. Surprisingly, Loud is not stepping off the gas.
Keznit vacating space, and you just feel, I mean, watching this, you can feel just how, without being in the server, you can feel how oppressive defensive side can be. You just try to poke and prod and find any weakness, and there's nothing there.
Yeah, but the tides are slightly shifting here. Tuyz with another opener on the wine. Melser gets dominated.
And he's been their hero. Keznit's gonna have to replicate that success, and that'll do!
Excuse me?
Down A.
But it's still a
Last
1v1!
player standing.
Next.
Battle of the Killjoys!
He's a lot closer than you would have thought, and he's walking out.
The pillar, looking for space, looking for a face, looking for the kill.
Got the space to plant.
Finally push him
My
off the angle. Now
ultimate is
Les having to deal with the turret too. He spots his head, he swings around, and NagZ get the 1v1!
Look at this flash setup. Tuyz is trying to do something off contact, but they're up close with the smoke. They're going to swing through, and there's the big flash. They're going to fall back, and the smoke fades.
They walk away with 2 big ones there.
And the push from
Shot
saadhak
dart
too.
helps.
Spike down mid.
Yep. That's the pistol Loud we're looking for.
I mean, a little fortunate there for them to walk right into their...
Oh, he spots another.
And that might not have broken this cat setup enough to break the trap play in mid. Droning up mid now. They're going to challenge again, and there it is. They do this time. Tuyz in trouble. He's the only player. Hey, Melser's right here.
He's paranoid, nearsighted, overwhelmed, done. That's gonna be the site for KRÜ.
Nice nade.
Are they gonna try to funnel out quickly? Les is close by.
There was a flash from saadhak too. He's re-clearing, walking and clearing tiles. At the same time, NagZ is approaching. He got the kill. There's a Vandal now, I think, for saadhak to be able to pick up.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
I thought he was gonna get that kill.
But he fell.
Hasn't it walked away from that? Was off of this advantages that you were talking about. Look at how far up they were into A main.
And look, Tuyz also prepping a flash for the push into tree. Oh, the miss though. Oh no.
That's another kill going in favor of KRÜ, but aspas is here to save the day.
And doesn't have dart support there. There was one, but they were in the...
Klaus close by. Now all numbers of Loud have arrived. There is an Odin in the hands of cauanzin as well, so it's all going to be spam. Aspas once again going for something a little aggressive, and NagZ able to take care of it, but he's weak. And it all falls onto Klaus. Down in hell. A 1v2, and he's isolated this, but Les wins the duel. Whew. Aspas still with blades, no updrafts, he can take high ground. Tethered to the ground for now is Klaus blind, nearsighted, but still getting kills, still finding value. Les and tuyz, only 2 that remain, and KRÜ still have so much strength in backside. They have so many defenses here. They've got 3. Melser goes up aggressive, gets the kill. KRÜ get the round.
Is he going to get it off? Because that could be key.
Yeah, well, I mean, but what's the cue, right? Oh, maybe that's it. Yep, off the dart. There it is. The knife hit, but they still managed to wake their way out.
Dart coming for cauanzin. There it is.
And they're all
Spike
lit up,
down
man.
A.
They're all exposed, but tuyz, who was down to 11 HP, could not find a window to strike.
And that smoke faded because of that suppression. He had to throw really early in this case, and Loud clean this up. Deny that no command. Aspas low though, but Melser does have his ult. If he gets the kill on Aspas, he could definitely make a break for it.
Right into the belly.
Oh, they're ready to go for this lockdown retake. A full retake on this site.
This is bold to say, and while it pays off,
Stealing sight.
two just singing his praises for discipline. And
Oh, I mean, I like this now. There's no more chances of that clutch.
round is
Gonna
over.
check,
Loud gets
though.
a
We
9
can't
and
see.
robbed.
Possible here from Aspas. Yeah, he's gonna go for a shark with no flash. Just the paranoia to the other side, and the dart's lighting him up. cauanzin with the spam, do cat too. It's just everything mixed together.
They just obliterated KRÜ. What a call at just the right time. I just don't know that it's far up enough to really cause a threat.
I like it. I mean, the nade is so late, and they don't even have to fall off a tree here. Too hard. Last time this happened, they got pinched. This time, Aspas up heaven, and he's holding.
And now cauanzin's using his ult, not to clear out the lockdown, but to clear out KRÜ. Aspas down in hell. They've established some heaven control, but saadhak keeps him back. A 4K for the leader as Loud take ascent.
At lock-in, they brought it out, and it looked great. saadhak on the raise, too. He's playing an off roll.
Holy mid presence. Everyone is here.
Spike down.
Kill's gone either way so far. The spike just sitting harmlessly across the middle of the
Get
map on
picked
the
up.
other side of the Viper wall, but tuyz snatches it up. You're right, now they want to pivot towards A, where NagZ has already taken a lot of space, but the space is gone.
Fantastic molly. That melted him. That was surprising. Ask them to play post from heaven here. This is really interesting.
Can aspas afford to be selective? Nope, drops the first.
It cleared B main.
Joey!
Come on, man.
I mean, Melser's worse for wear as well. 75 HP. He's dashing in, of course he is. Of course he is. Facing into the smoke, into the kill, and into the round for Loud. There was an Astra Star there, but keznit now dancing around.
There's a flash for him.
It's gotta be fast though. There it is. Even in the face of the molly, he's able to get the kill. keznit trying to play back sight. Eventually overwhelmed.
And losing that flash ability from Klaus. That took so much space. Wouldn't be surprised to see another flash if it comes back up. Four less up there.
Or he just gets the kill on his own.
Doesn't need it, and tuyz finding the timing as well.
One enemy remaining.
cauanzin getting pressed, and he gets 3.
To find some way back into this, but the pressure's already on this B side. Remember, mid pressure into a hit. Aspas up and over.
That's what played to even around the flash, like waiting until the flash goes, so for him to take that space, but
Spike
Melser
down,
continuing to be a menace as an anchor. That's 2 for him.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think Klaus pulled off just a little
How's he
early.
alive? If he gets this kill, I'll be so mad. There we go, axeddy.
Player
Gets
standing.
denied.
Spike planted.
The ult was the window. keznit's gonna show up late with the op,
I mean,
and it's
that's-
dropped.
Oh my god.
Safely get back to put it back up.
Yeah, he's giving it up now too, but this Trailblazer's buying time, and keznit gets a kill with it. Spamming on where the Trailblazer finds it, so Loud find themselves back in a 3v5, just like last round, but the gun's here for KRÜ. Signs of life now.
Situation slightly different here. Klaus flash, keznit dead.
I mean, there's no
not
way.
Again.
cauanzin is such a monster in these situations.
NagZ?
No way. Dude, on demand, Loud start with a ridiculous lead here, and they're probably getting up to 7 right now. Look at the flank from Les again. He's consistently in screens, man.
You called it too. It was different. It's a different 3v5, but they don't drop a single member.
I love it.
Toxins going up.
NagZ once again getting pressed. He's got the judge. He's gonna have a
Oh,
lot
we
of
go.
targets
Finally,
here.
Finally, there it is. Spike down
down
2.
mid.
saadhak has to recover. Can you? Yes. I was not expecting to say yes. I was expecting to say no.
I wasn't either.
Les again. If they bring this one back, I'm gonna lose my mind.
KRÜ might as well. Oh dear. All right, that secures it surely.
Surely.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah. saadhak gets a spike.
This damage done. He's playing for the molly as well.
And Les is gonna find timing. He's gonna find value.
player standing.
No, they can't do it. Kills found.
Deep flash, and he's gonna get some info. Saadhak is weak.
Woo. Advantage again.
We've seen this too many times. 3 to be fooled. Another 3 to be 5.
Down A.
What is that, Klaus? This is silly.
Poison's on.
Looks like axeddy may find a timing across mid too as the walls go down.
They've got the heaven repeak too. Out of NagZ. Ooh.
One enemy remaining.
Nice smoke from keznit as well to help out. Look at the position though from Melser. He should secure it. There's no way he's. How are you expecting this?
Oh, and I thought he was so close to getting the kill.
He had the crosshair placement for it.
Yeah.
KRÜ second. They're smart. Control away from NagZ. And NagZ have been really passive on that approach, but look at this double up setup. One player on the pillar, one player in main. They're never going to expect this.
And then one in spawn too. Well, the first is down.
I mean, they don't need to expect it if they're taking out everybody else.
Oh!
Woo!
He was cold!
Melser in main too. He's pressuring cauanzin. He has to go up new box. And KRÜ have just put together 3 in a row. All of a sudden, they're still in.
Show, kid.
Wasn't he just getting healed?
Yes.
Ay, ay, ay.
Poison's on.
Yeah, I mean, the rounds allowed her to cut together and take duels. So less. Normally, he's in a lurking position trying to find advantage by himself, but here they can go for advantage by trading.
keznit trying to buy some time and provide some cover, but aspas wants to hunt.
What a molly.
Enemy remaining.
It's so free. aspas, by the way, switched to the Vandal in the middle of this game.
1 point from Blades now, and a flawless round for Loud.
Blazer 2. Pressured, and look at Les, he's out. keznit might have just spotted him, but I don't think so. Oh, no.
Both on Blades, but they're traded right back. Klaus from heaven trying to find a little bit more as aspas goes aerial.
What a weird cosmic divide.
Yes.
There's nobody in the sight. And that gives tuyz the opportunity to backstab. Misses his chance. aspas does not have a dash, but he does have the knives.
Saadhak does have 2 satchels, so a little bit of mobility in play here. NagZ holding the line,
standing.
and he holds it well. And aspas is just going to be overwhelmed. He's trying to bide his time, and it's just too much. It's just too much.
This is, again, I mentioned
T8.
a moment ago. Crowd full in an 8 here. Klaus needs to get out of it.
And they get out of it by sending 3 into spawn. Ah, there's no way you expect this if you're tuyz, yeah.
He's alone, too. It's surprising to see cauanzin so late on the rotate.
Less and frenzies. Getting one. Saadhak trying to dance around, looking for another, and he cannot.
Looks like we're going to trade pistols again here.
aspas with the dash, proc from far away. They've identified where one is. That flash looking to set aspas up, and it does buy him some space, and it buys him some time to work his way
Player
forward right
standing.
into Klaus's crosshair, though.
This triple swing is brutal to deal with, though. Looking out on the B here, tuyz, though. Saadhak's helping him.
And keznit's separated. He's up by himself. axeddy can join very quickly with the 2 satchels, but keznit back sight. Now axeddy shows up, and it's too late. His comrade's already dead.
Too stupid.
Feeling a little bit more pressure.
1 enemy remaining.
tuyz with 3 on the round. That was a clean one. Klaus has to do it all on his own as tuyz gets 4.
Loud stop him in
All it does is buy time. All you're doing is distracting Loud from the main objective here.
Doesn't have a grab. Oh, actually, he does. He has a star on the spike already. This defuse is going to be difficult.
How does NagZ get that kill? There was a stun at his feet. NagZ gets another. Looking for any target that dare swing into his crosshair.
Oh, especially when got
enemy
spray
remaining.
control.
Another round for KRÜ.
cauanzin's in a position where he can get punished here if Les is not able to stop them from coming through heaven. They're going for the re-clear in main.
Les is the only one close by here. There's going to be a little help. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, cauanzin is an absolute beast.
this does go back to, I believe you were the one who said this earlier, it feels like when Lad are winning their rounds, it's just dominant, right? They just obliterate their opponents. It's clean.
Yeah. I said that in the first.
He's feeling some of this pressure with the op, but he's put himself in a position where he can get away.
This is terrible for him.
Well, is he going to get away?
Dancing around the walls and the flashes.
Oh, it's
I had
saadhak.
saadhak.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that was not saadhak.
We'll have to see that one from
Right now, but he's in big trouble. That flash that spotted there was a player through that wall now forces him to be in a pinch and play out of this. Saadhak has to save him again.
Do they clear him, though? I don't know why you would. They vacated the space! And now Blades on for aspas!
Last player standing.
Soul shots.
What a mess. What a mess.
Up online for aspas, now 2 in a row for Lau. So he's putting down that orb. Viper pit in mid. It's tuyz.
tuyz backside. Hasn't been cleared. I mean, between him and aspas, that's as good as it gets. That was such a quick rotate too, but axeddy,
The substitute.
potentially a star in the making if he continues to make plays like that.
Missed shot.
And a shot at this for KRÜ.
One enemy remaining.
1v1 now. aspas weak.
10 HP.
And the op. Meanwhile, Melser, with all of the options before him, you wonder here.
He's so patient. How is he waiting for him to peek out elbow?
Yeah, I don't. Now he goes. Dead before he hit the ground.
Mike Melser for so long. They're hitting the side anyways. No pivot. Call.
They invested so much. Oh my gosh.
no.
Another.
Keznit? What?
don't
2
know.
times they get in spawn like that.
That was fast too.
But 3v5, the opportunity to run up here, but it's being held on ramp.
Planted.
They've got to be able to reestablish having control if that's what it's planned for. aspas has already dashed his way out onto the site. Melser and Keznit both weak as aspas gets a third.
Oh, no.
Now they're trying to
Enemy
re-explore,
remaining.
and this was the plan all along, but Les was ahead of it.
And that flash just cleared ramp too, so they know he's top heaven. And the defuse gonna come in before he can even get there. Loud. And this was of their own making. Obviously, they lost Pearl early on. That should have been their map win. Given the history.
30 seconds left.
KRÜ relegated to go into the only area of the map that they have not explored, and that's towards A, and that's when the Seekers are in their face. aspas with a warning shot, a second misses, but
Who's
NagZ
backside
falls.
still?
Just 3 left,
Oh, no.
and they all fall just like that. Loud
Defenders
bend,
win.
but they don't break, and the perfect series continues.